The benefits of making room for God. Making room for God brings a peace that circumstances cannot take away. This peace comes from trusting in a higher purpose and knowing you are not alone. Even in uncertainty or suffering, clarity and direction in life. When you invite God into your plans, your decisions are guided by divine wisdom rather than confusion, impulsiveness, or fear. God becomes the compass for your journey. Stronger identity and self-worth, knowing you are loved unconditionally by God, redefines how you see yourself. Your value no longer depends on performance, opinions, or status, but on being God's beloved. Renewed purpose and calling. Making room for God awakens your true purpose. You begin to live not just for success, but for significance. Your work, relationships, and talents are aligned with a higher mission. Power to overcome temptation and sin. God's presence brings conviction, strength, and the grace to change. You're not fighting alone. You are empowered to walk in freedom and integrity. Joy that isn't dependent on circumstances. This joy comes from abiding in God. It's a deep-seated gladness that can exist alongside sorrow because it's rooted in God's nature and not fleeting pleasures. Healing for wounds and past hurts. God restores what is broken. Making room for Him opens your heart to healing, forgiveness, and emotional renewal. What you thought would define you no longer holds power. Closer relationships with others. As God transforms your heart, your love, patience, and compassion grow. You become more forgiving, more selfless, and better able to build authentic community. Increased faith and trust in God's plan. The more space you make for God, the more your faith grows. You learn to trust even when you cannot see, because you know who holds the future. Freedom from fear and anxiety. Perfect love casts out fear. When you live with an awareness of God's constant presence, anxiety loses its grip. You face challenges with courage and peace. Reflection. To make room for God is not to add one more thing to your schedule. It is to reorient your whole life. It is to say, God, you are welcome here. Lead, heal, dwell. And when He comes in, He brings life, light, and love in ways you never imagined. Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. James 4:8.